Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing a reading for sign of Gemini, and keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Gemini. If you like a personal reading, there's two options in the description down below to book a personal reading. Also find a third link there, that'll be to join my spiritual group. It's for people who are into spirituality and the spirit world, and if you're into those two things, go ahead and join that group, meet more people like yourself, meet more of your soul tribe. You can also find my Etsy shop, my shirt store, my website, different social media platforms I'm on, as well as Patreon and Ko-Fi. Go support me on Ko-Fi, help me reach the next level so we can get another new deck. If you'd like to make a donation, feel free to do so. I do appreciate donations here. So, Gemini, let us see what Spirit has in store for yourself. What's a message for you? What's happening? And number 17, the Lookout. Alright, so look at this. We have a ship here, and it's on fire. The Two of Roses with the Winged Messengers. Okay. One of Scrolls with On Track. The Four of Keys with Clearing the Way. Alright, like this. So I feel like you're on track here. Maybe even getting messages of it, and you're having your way. I feel like that's going to be cleared for you, but we do have a ship here that's on fire. The Three of Scrolls was setting your course. So you're setting your course, you're on track. The Four of Forces with Spring, Autumn. Okay? We are kind of in that fall season. So it makes sense that that's appearing here. But let's read your cards to get more about this, because I actually do not use this deck that often to know all the meanings of it. So number 17. The Lookout. A man looks through binoculars from a crow's nest of a great masted ship. A battle is being waged on the deck below him. The card tells you to be on the lookout, okay? There's a challenging situation. Alright, it's telling you to be on the lookout. There's a challenging situation coming towards you. Perhaps even a battle of sorts around you. You could experience a sudden fall. But if you are aware, you can make a backup plan that will help you ride through this difficult time a little more easily. Alright, so it's time to be aware. Okay, make plans, because be on the lookout, because you have something coming towards you where the ship is on fire. This phase may be temporary, but it's important to keep your balance. Your strength will carry you through to a better time to come. Alright. Alright, so it says close your eyes and take a deep breath. Become the lookout and scan things happening in your life. Notice anything you'd like to correct, and take a moment to consider how to do so. After a few moments, let that go. Now turn your binoculars to the future. What do you see on the horizon? Alright, let's move on to Scrolls. One of Scrolls on track. A man is at a train station. Looks over his shoulder at the signs that point to other tracks, but he's already looked at his maps and made his decision. He lifts his foot onto the step of the train. Though travel or move can be indicated by this card, the meaning is often about your choices and directions. You may have been ambivalent about a certain track in your life with regard to a project, relationship, career, direction, or even location, but now it's time to decide. Alright? Even if you're not quite as assured as you'd like to be, the engine is smoking, there's a direction that compels you, so get on board, you'll not falter. Alright, like this. So maybe even in terms of travel, you've been kind of like, it's telling you to make a decision. What do you want to do? Where do you want to go? It's like you kind of already have your heart set on something, or you've already made plans. Alright, you've already set course for it. Okay. It says take a deep breath and say, I'm back on track. Feel the clarity of that declaration and let the energy fill you. As a state of readiness moves through you, sense just one simple action that will realign you with your purpose. Three of Scrolls. The captain of a ship stands on a forward bridge, surveying the horizon through a telescope. Two officers nearby refer to an unrolled chart. A rainbow colors the sky. This is a great time to broaden your horizons in both your personal and business lives. Do not limit yourself to only one direction. Okay, look at this. Alright, Gemini, we're talking about multiple directions. It says, do not limit yourself to only one direction. You understand what I'm saying? So don't be like, I'm just going to do this and only this. Be open to other options, other places. You know what I'm saying? Why not do it all if you can? Your opportunities are greater than what you just see. When you widen your scope, you'll find your way to limitless options and boundless wealth. Alright? This card can also show potential partnership or affiliation among 3 people who can be helpful on your path. Travel or relocation may be on the agenda too. Okay? You have a 2 of roses. A white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and the broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you or another, or others in your extended family. Okay, so the dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker provider in the situation. See, it feels like there's this ship on fire is around you. Okay, maybe even being friends, family, or some sort of stupid drama, right? Maybe you're going to end up being the peacemaker in the situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. The hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates the more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. So you can be seeing those challenges clearly, dealing with them effectively. Alright, so it's not even really going to be a challenge to you. With a deep breath, bring your focus within you and feel the brilliant, pure white energy of the higher self. As you feel with the sense of this radiant being, invite a message from your spirit about any personal concern that lies before you at this time. Whether you get a word, a feeling, or an image, let yourself receive that message immediately. Alright. Forces. 4. 4 forces. The spring card upright shows a budding tree and flowers beginning to bloom. Can even be this happening in spring. It is a seasonal cycle cards, and it indicates that you're entering a time of planting and active preparation. Just as the spring is very full time for a farmer who is tilling the ground and planting his crop, so let yourself put in a little more effort now as you lay the groundwork for the time ahead. This could be a very creative period for you. Take action in creative projects or work-related endeavors that require more time and attention. The work you do now could yield great rewards later. Make sure you engage with this extra activity with joy and optimism. You're always planting your energy into the Akashic records of your life. So as you work towards your goals, remember to plant hope and happiness along with all the action you take. Alright, since we're in fall, we'll read the fall version too. Receiving this card reverse puts autumn in the upper position. It reveals a cycle of harvest, and perhaps a great abundance is coming to you. You will certainly be called upon to gather up the results of the action you've taken in your past. Your career, creative, or personal projects are about to pay off. See, everything you've been working on is about to pay off in the season. In spring, you'll be working on new projects, alright? Things that you've worked on throughout this year could be paying off in this season. Alright, you get rewards. Although the results you've been anticipating may be favorable, don't forget that there's effort in the harvest as well as in the planting. Maybe some loose ends to tie up, or some final action that needs to be taken. If so, focus on what needs to be done to bring closure to completion to the matter at hand. Harvest is a time of reaping what you've sown. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Whether the harvest is big or small, always choose to live in appreciation. Placing your gratitude in your Akashic records now will invite many things that generate more gratitude in the future. Alright. The 4 keys. Clearing the way. Man and a woman taking their carriage down a trail that cuts through a forest and continues to their beautiful home in the distance. A large downed tree lies before them, blocking their path. However, the young man carries an axe and is ready to clear the way. This card is a strong signal that now is time to take significant action to remove an obstruction. Keep talking about action. Remove an obstruction, remove an obstacle, alright, in your way. And maybe in your personal life, in a relationship, at work, or creative project. You must be clear-headed, so be sure to temper your action with calm and forethought. If you are too urgent and excitable, you may waste your energy or even cause damage. On the other hand, if you're overly gentle and cautious, you won't clear the way completely. Be determined and strong as you work to remove the obstacle that blocks your steps. With time and attention, the way to your dreams will be open. Alright? Gemini? This message for you. I feel like you're on the right track. I feel like you know, maybe even in terms of travel, right? It feels like there's some, it keeps talking about travel, train, ship. I feel like you've already set your course, but it's also telling you don't be limited to just one direction. So don't be limited to just one place. You understand? Alright? Now there's going to be some sort of conflict around you. I feel like maybe friends or family, but it's telling you to be on the lookout, and you're going to be able to deal with that most effectively because you're already going to know. Now, we are in the season of harvest. You could be harvesting rewards from what you've done previously in this year. You guys have been working hard. Now you're going to get the harvest of it. And next year in spring, you begin planting the seeds for harvest next year. Okay? But removing obstacles that are in your path to your dreams. Taking action towards that. Alright, so let's get some ruins and some charms yourself. Alright, so what we have here, we have Aries. So you got those placements in your chart and one around you. We have Horus. We have the Sun Beetle. Alright, we also have this Moon Beetle. It's connected both the Sun and the Moon. That's a state of balance. We have Warjet. We have this Dragon Lantern boat, which can represent a fast boat, but we have the boat. Alright, we're getting the boat. We're moving forward here, the ship. Alright, we have the Dragon boat. Moving forward with the Dragon. Of course, we have changes and we have success. Alright, so Gemini, that is all I have for you. Like I said, if you're interested in a personal reading, there's going to be 2 options in the description below. Also find a 3rd link there that'll be joined by Spiritual Group. Alright, go ahead and join that if you're interested in that. And you can also find a bunch of other things there in the description. If you want to see more content, definitely subscribe. Bye guys.